Hi friends, I am Sonali Mahajan and in today's lecture we are going to discuss about errors in measurement, types of errors, combination of errors and problem based on the errors. You know that in day-to-day life we measure various physical quantities such as pressure, temperature, volume, acceleration, velocity. All these are physical quantities and we use some equipment or some apparatus to measure these values. Whenever there is a difference in actual value of that quantity, means true value and measure value, whenever there is a difference occurs, then and then only errors are arises. For example, here errors are discrepancies in measured value and actual value. If you are measuring the weight of the person, if the actual weight or the true weight of the person is 65 kg, when the person stand over the weighing machine, then machine shows 64.3 kg weight. Then there is a difference in actual value and measured value. If you take the difference like that, 65 minus 64.3, it gives zero point 0.7 kg. So 0.7 kg is the error. Okay, there are two kinds of errors: systematic errors and random errors. Systematic errors are arises due to inaccuracy in the measuring process. What does mean by inaccuracy? If you take defective calibrated measuring instrument. What does mean by defective? Suppose you are weighing your weight over the weighing machine. If it shows zero point 0.1, zero point 3 on the scale rather than setting on the exactly zero location under no load condition. If you are not standing on this weighing machine, still it shows some reading. Then the instrument is said to be as a defective one. Okay. Next come carelessness and biasing nature of the observer. If the observer is careless about the experiment, if he is not doing correct way of measuring, suppose if this is wooden block, okay, and you are going to measure this the length of the wooden block. If the observer is not watching or taking reading correctly, he is making some angle with this wooden block. He made his head tilted and take the reading rather than seeing from up top side. Then the error is arises and that error is called as a parallax error. So the observer should take correct measurement process while measuring the length of that object. Second, third one, error due to imperfect experimental technique. Suppose you are going to measure the volume of the liquid or chemical which is in the liquid form. If you hold that measuring tube horizontally, then it gives inaccurate reading. So what you have to do, you have to put it in a rack and in a vertical position and then take the accurate measurement. Then you get the accurate reading only. Random errors. Random errors are nothing but the errors which are arises when you take some precaution to control the systematic errors. Some action you take to control the systematic error, then random errors are arises. These errors arises suddenly while you are taking some measurement. If the environmental pressure or temperature changes or some power supply fluctuation arises, some unpredictable situation arises which affect the experimental process, then and then only random errors are arises. Random errors can be minimized by taking multiple reading of the same parameter. If you take the reading as a A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 like that and do the mean of that values, means you add all these A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 divided by 5, then it gives average reading. This is known as a mean or average of reading. This is also known as a mean of the error. Absolute error. Absolute error is nothing but the difference between mean of the error as well as the measured value of the reading. It gives absolute value of errors. Now, mean absolute error is shown by delta A mean. If you take absolute error and do summation of all that, suppose delta A1, delta A2, delta A3, delta A4, delta A5 are absolute errors for reading A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, then divide all these 5 reading by 5, you get the mean absolute error. Relative error. Relative error is ratio of mean absolute error and arithmetic mean value of the error. Percentage error can be obtained by multiplying the relative error by 100. Okay. Now, let us take example so you get clear idea about the formulas. How you can use the formula? You can use the formula by reading this example. Okay. In Ohm's experiment, the values of unknown resistances were found to be 6.12, 6.09, 6.22, 6.15 Ohm. Calculate the absolute value of errors, relative error and percentage error in this. First, what here have shown here, you have given the resistances values, different resistances values. These are A1, A2, A3, A4 or R1, R2, R3, R4. We have given the 4 values. If you want to get the mean value of error, what you have to do? You have to all these one. Add all these one. Sum up all these and divide by 4. Then you get mean value of error. Mean absolute value of error. Mean absolute value of error can be obtained by subtracting the respective resistance value from the mean value. We take a mod so that we get always positive value. We add all these one and then divide it by 4 because we have 4 values of the resistances. What you get then? You get the mean absolute value of the error. Now what you want to get? You want to get relative value of error. It is nothing but the ratio of mean value of absolute error and arithmetic mean. If you divide that one, 0.04 divided by 6.145, you get the relative value of error. And percentage error can be obtained by multiplying the relative error by 100. So you multiply this all value by 100, you get this value. This is known as the percentage value of the error. Now, combination of errors. So what is combination of errors? If the quantity is depend on more than one quantities, then combination of errors in the two quantities helps to determine and predict the errors in the resultant quantity. Combination of errors arises when the respective quantities depend on one or more quantity, more than two or more than that quantities. For example, if you are measuring the resistances, if you are measuring the resistance of an conductor, then you have to take the formula as V is equal to I by R. The error in R is arises due to error in potential difference V and current through that conductor. Both can produce the current, produces the error in measured value of that resistance. Okay. This provides a combined error or resultant error in R. So error in V and error in I gives resultant error in R. Combination of errors due to two or more quantities. We have different types of errors in this format. Let us check it. Error in addition and subtraction. Z is equal to A plus minus B. If you have two quantities A and B and there is error is arises in measuring process. So how you can measure that value? You can read the value as A plus delta A. Delta A represent the error in A and delta B represent the error in B. Delta Z represent the absolute value of error or resultant error. Okay. How you can find the relative error in A? Relative error in A can be found out by taking the ratio of delta A upon A. Similarly, you can find the relative error in B can be found by delta B upon B. So, how we can find out the maximum value of error in delta Z? Maximum value of error delta Z can be found by adding these two parameters delta A and delta Z. In this way, you can find the absolute or combined value of the error, means resultant value of errors due to relative errors in A and B, due to errors in A and B. Okay, next one. Let us have example based on this one. If you are given the formula equal to Z equal to A plus B, then you have to solve like this way. For example, here the masses of the bodies are measured to be 15.7 plus minus 0.2 kg and 27.3 plus minus 0.3 kg. What is total mass of the two and error in it? Suppose here M1 and M2 are the two masses. Here 15.7 represent M1 or A. If you put the formula here just like this one, then M1 is 15.7, M2 will be and M2 is 27.3. Then what you have to do? You have to add these two one. M1 plus M2 gives M. Means you have to add 15.7 plus 27.3, which gives 43 kg. Now you have to add these errors 0.2 and 0.3. Here are two errors in A and B. A plus delta A means M1 plus delta M. M2 plus minus delta M2. In this way, you can add this error. So, resultant value of error will be addition of these two values, errors in M1 and M2. So, error is 0.5. In this way, you can solve the problem based on the structure Z is equal to A plus B. जब भी कोई प्रॉब्लम A प्लस बी और A माइनस बी के फॉर्म में आएगा और आपको पूछा जाएगा व्हाट विल बी द एरर्स और what will be the total resultant error, then you have to solve like this one. Means you have to add all the absolute errors in respective quantities. In this way you can solve this. Now the pattern like this. If the error is given in the form of multiplication, Z is equal to A dot B, and errors in division like Z equal to A by B. Delta A and delta B both are errors in quantities A and B respectively. The relative error in A and B are delta A upon A, and relative error for B is delta B upon B. Then what you have to do? You have to find the maximum value of relative error. Relative error resultant relative error is delta z upon z, which shows the addition of respective relative errors in A and B. So delta A upon A plus delta B upon B. This rule is applicable for errors in multiplication format as well as for errors in division format also. Now, errors in raised power z equal to a raised to n. अगर यहाँ पे हमको z इक्वल टू a रेस टू n के फॉर्मेट में अगर कोई फॉर्मूला दिया हो और आपको रिलेटिव एरर फाइंड आउट करनी हो या मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑफ एरर फाइंड करनी हो तो आपको क्या फॉर्मेट में सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा, डेल्टा z अपॉन z विच गिव्स द रिलेटिव एरर इन z और रिजल्टेंट वैल्यू ऑफ द एरर शुड बी गिवन एज डेल्टा z अपॉन z. ये n है जो पावर रेस पावर में है तो उसको हमको कहाँ पे डालना पड़ेगा, इन मल्टीप्लीकेशन फॉर्मेट, n टाइम्स डेल्टा a अपॉन a. डेल्टा a अपॉन a क्या है, रिलेटिव एरर इन a. In general formula, if the formula is given like this, z equal to a raised to power p, b raised to power q, c raised to power r, then what will be the relative error? The relative error or resultant error z equal to given as delta z upon z. ये जो पावर है ये सब पावर हमको कहाँ पे डालना पड़ेगा, मल्टीप्लीकेशन में. p टाइम्स डेल्टा a अपॉन a प्लस q टाइम्स डेल्टा b अपॉन b प्लस r टाइम्स डेल्टा c अपॉन c. In this way we have to add all these errors. We have to sum up all these errors even though it is given in a by b formula. ये जो फॉर्मूला है z इक्वल टू a by b फॉर्मूला है और उसकी साथ में पावर भी दी हुई है, रेस पावर में है फॉर्म में. तो हमको इस फॉर्मेट में हर प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा. Let us check the example based on this structure of errors. तो ये है, find the percentage of errors in kinetic energy of the body having mass 60 plus minus 0.3 kg moving with the velocity 25 plus minus 0.1 सेंटीमीटर पर सेकंड. यहाँ पे हमको काइनेटिक एनर्जी दी है तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला क्या है, K इक्वल टू 1/2 mv स्क्वायर. m स्टैंड फॉर मास ऑफ दैट बॉडी and v is the velocity with which the object is moving. Here we have given the mass 60 kg and velocity is 25 centimeter per second. Plus minus 0.3 और ये plus minus 0.1 are the errors in mass and velocity. So here we have given the structure of the error is z equal to a dot b और यहाँ पे पावर भी है 2, रेज्ड पावर. रेज पावर क्या है, 2 है और ये m डॉट v मतलब z इक्वल टू a डॉट b के फॉर्मेट में दिया हुआ है. तो हमको इसको रिलेटिव एरर फाइंड आउट कैसे करेंगे, इन ke we have to find the relative error first. So delta ke upon ke equal to delta m upon m plus 2 times delta v upon v. ये जो 1/2 है ये कांस्टेंट है. अगर कोई भी प्रॉब्लम में ऐसा पहले कांस्टेंट आएगा तो निग्लेक्ट इट. फॉर एग्जांपल ट्वाइस पाई आर ऐसा कुछ दिया हो तो 2 और पाई दोनों को निग्लेक्ट करना पड़ेगा. ओके जैसे कि पेरीमीटर आपको चेक करना हो, पेरीमीटर में कोई एरर हो तो ट्वाइस पाई आर, सो 2 and पाई बोथ आर निग्लेक्टेड. Only you have to consider the error in R. In this structure also you have to omit this 1/2. Simply add all these errors and what you get, 0.3 divided by 60, 2 into 0.1 divided by 25. After solving all this, what you get, error is 1.3%. You have they have mentioned here the percentage error. So you have to find first relative error, multiply it by 100, then you get percentage of errors. Now, next, the formula for the physical quantity is given as x is equal to a raised to power 4, b raised to 3, c raised to 1 by 3 and d raised to 1 by 3. Find the percentage error in measurement of A, B, C, D. Sorry, if the percentage of error in measurement are A, B, C, D are 2%, 3%, 3%, 4% respectively. Calculate the percentage of error. Whenever there is percentage error is mentioned, you have to find first relative errors in respective x. So you have to find the relative errors in individual A, B, C, D, add this and then multiply by the 100, you will get definitely percentage of error. So here x is the value, x is given. So error, relative error in x is delta x upon x, 4 times delta a upon a, plus 3 times delta b upon b, plus 1 by 3 delta c upon c, plus 1 by 2 1 delta d upon d. You have to find percentage. So multiply both sides by 100. Put the values of 2% as a 2 divided by 100, 3 divided by 100, 3 divided by 100 and 4 divided by 100. As they have mentioned the percentage in error. The errors in measurement defined as in percentage. You have to find the percentage error in resultant value x. So add all these values, simplify all this, then what you get? You get the value as a 20%. Okay, in this way you have to solve all this problem based on errors. Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe my channel. Thank you so much. Thank you.